Heads high is our posture. Against all odds, we gon' prosper. We know our place in this world. We gon' shine our lights till it hurts. Staying focused, we know our day coming. Negative vibes, we escape from it. We know our place in this world. We gon' shine our lights till it hurts. Heads high is our posture. Against all odds, we gon' prosper. We know.
What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back. Another episode of The Urban Platform Speaks. This is a Sunday sports edition. In here for part two. We're gonna get into some NBA. Talk about NBA. But before we get into like the playoffs and stuff, and what's going on with the playoffs, article that a tweet or something that Jalen Rose put out, and he was saying that the NBA is phasing out, or they, like American ball players are going to become extinct in the NBA. So before we go into talking about the playoffs, I want to know like what do y'all think about that, or like American ball players phasing out or becoming extinct in the NBA? What you think about that, Tom?
I wouldn't necessarily agree with. I would have to know like what he's basing that statement on.
Yeah.
And if he's talking about being the face of the league, that's what he's basing it on. I can see that. Mm-hmm. But as far as playing ball period in the NBA, I don't see how they can phase out. Not anytime soon. I mean, I don't see that happening. But it would be nice, like, to know the context of why he said it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, the context of it.
Well, and I'm guessing, but I'm thinking maybe he was saying that because you have like so many international ball players now in the league. You know what I mean? You got because I didn't even know, like, all right, so you got Andrew Wiggins. I didn't know he was from Canada. Joel Embiid, he's from I don't know where he's from, but he's a foreigner. Nikolai, the Joker. Mm-hmm. Then you got Luke. Then you got what's the other guy? Giannis. Rudy Gobert. Mm-hmm. Siakam is from a different country. Even Ben, what's the dude name? Ben Simmons is a foreigner. Shea, what's the dude named Shea Alexander?
Shea Gilchrist.
Shea Gilchrist. Yeah, wow. He from Canada.
Okay.
Then you got the dude. I like this dude from.
And then Wemby.
Oh, Wemby. Yeah. So you do have a lot more international ball players, in the league than you probably did a while ago.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But that don't mean that it won't be players from this country that automatically just stop playing. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of them guys you name, not all, but a lot of them guys are stars.
Oh yeah.
A lot of them. I don't see too many, and I'm sure they are, but I don't see too many of them guys from different countries. Mm-hmm.
Like being
on the bench, like
filling out bench positions.
Yeah. It seems like most of the ones that come over are stars, or the ones that they showcase are stars.
Oh, okay.
You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So that still don't outweigh the ones that's filling out the roster.
Yeah. And I mean, I can see that. And so Jim from up north said that and Wiggins and Embiid both played for the Jayhawks. Yeah, that's
they went to Kansas.
Yeah. So they did play for the Jayhawks. But I mean, like you said, I don't know what the full context was though, but I just thought that was something that was interesting just to see like that do show like the league is growing. You know what I mean? Like especially on an international level. But
and that was their goal all along.
Right? Yeah. That was.
You mentioned to me like Jalen Rose giving them some kind of warning.
Like, yeah. So his warning was to like maybe like he felt like American ball players was like taking for granted that like the rest of the world hadn't caught up with us like as far as like basketball ability, like almost like a sense of entitlement when it comes to American basketball players compared to international ball players. Like American ball players are not as hungry as they used to be. You know what I mean? Because and I can see that sometimes, like even when a few times we played like the Olympics and stuff, like we thought we was gonna automatically just go in there show up. You know what I mean?
Get a gold medal,
and get a gold medal, but it didn't work out like that.
But that just goes to show you how diverse it is now. Like other countries, they taking it serious, so we can't go in there with you know the mindset that we just gonna win it all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that just goes to show you how competitive this basketball.
Right. And so Jim up north said, we invented the game and it's ours. Others will have great players, but we will always own it. And that's true as long as we respect, you know what I mean? As long as we respect
the game.
Not take it for granted. You know what I mean? That's the reason for the dream team when Mike and them went over there. You know what I mean? Because they were sending college. I liked it when they were sending college.
I did too, man.
I did too. And so that just go to show like how far the United States was as far as how, we could send our college ball, like our top college ball players over there and win.
Oh yeah.
But then when that
you know, sticking to that last year, the college kids went to 88. John Thompson was the coach of that team.
Yeah.
And John Thompson cut some super duper bad dudes.
Yeah.
Because he focused so much on defense.
Right. Yeah.
And but you gotta have people to score, man. And they got over there. You're not gonna shut down everybody.
No, you're not.
You understand? You're not gonna shut down everybody. And that's when the change came.
You know what? And we playing against grown men.
No, but I like that approach though, because defense creates easy offensive scoring opportunities.
Yeah,
right?
But
so
you gotta still have somebody
I understand what you said.
You still have somebody to score.
Yeah. And then so with John Thompson, like he was on that defensive tip. But even towards like the end of his career coaching at Georgetown, that's probably what, you know, like that coaching style just became outdated. You know what I mean? Because when Allen Iverson was there, like they was all defense. But if you stack your team with a whole bunch of offensive ball players, you know,
look how far he went. Like after Patton left, and it was just Reggie Williams left, right? Look how far they were. They was calling them Reggie and the Miracles. They were playing great D, and to your point, they had a score. Reggie could shoot.
Right.
They playing D and great, but he could shoot. You know, so. Yeah, I remember that. Reggie and the Miracles.
I like Georgetown. That was my team, man. Georgetown and North Carolina, man. And Maryland. Yeah. Once Lynn Bias thing with Lynn Bias happened, man. Yeah.
I was there with Warren Dixon, so
I
stayed there with Warren
Dixon.
Yeah.
Once Warren Dixon and them came back in. Then that interest, that especially on the local level, that local interest just came back.
We left the ACC, so it was
real quick. What's that guy, man? He used to play for was it NC State? He come from Baltimore. He could score.
Rodney Monroe.
Rodney Monroe could score that basketball, boy, that college level, boy.
Yeah, Rodney Monroe was nice.
He just popped in my mind when he said Warren Dixon and stuff.
Rodney Monroe. He went to he was from Philly. Didn't he go to Simon Gratz? He didn't go to Simon Gratz?
No. He went to a school.
Oh,
it wasn't in the city though.
It was a Catholic.
Yeah, it was that, but it wasn't in the city.
Was it Calvin?
No.
It was one of them kind of.
Yeah, but it wasn't in the city though.
Was it Cardinal Gibbons?
No, it wasn't Cardinal Gibbons either. That's why I thought he went to Simon Gratz or something.
He ain't from Philly. He from Maryland. He ain't from Baltimore.
He from Maryland.
Yeah.
Rodney Monroe.
That's school.
It was one of them schools like that. Yeah.
Rodney Monroe hit that jumper from three quarters court to beat Dunbar.
That's right. Yeah. That was for the state jam.
Oh, okay. All right. That's yeah.
But anyway, I'm gonna say this about the foreign players though. Like Jalen was saying establishing it. I just think they've already established that market.
Yeah.
Pretty much. They did that. They solidified that. You know, going back to Kukoc and guy from San Antonio and Dirt and all that. They got that foreign market on lock. So I don't know if you want to phase American players out as an agenda because that's a huge demographic.
Yeah.
You don't want to alienate your base, so to speak.
So I'm thinking that basically you're gonna have a little bit of something in there to appease everybody. You know what I mean? All your markets, you know what I mean? So whatever style of basketball play you like, if you like the international style, we got a lot of international stars. If you like, if you like the way Anthony Edwards play, if that appealed to you, then you know what I mean, you gonna, so I think it's basically to appeal to different markets.
He just sound happy to me.
Well, yeah, well, somebody else said that too. Like,
I said that when you get out of the truck.
I didn't want to put your name out there, but I was like,
I
yeah.
love Jalen, but
that's what I'm saying. That's what that sound like. Because I mean, that's a very cold opinion, for him to make that statement, and he been in the NBA.
Yeah.
So
didn't
I'm like,
Indiana Pacers when he was, I ain't in the country.
No, you
didn't they have a foreign guy on that team too? Yes, it was.
About Rich Smith, Detlef Shrimp.
Detlef
was there?
Indiana had another guy.
Rick Schmitz.
Rick Schmitz.
Yeah, I mean, so it's been a few big guys, ball players,
on that Indiana team that lost the D's on it.
I just remember him being in the
was
West
on
first,
Indiana.
and then
I remember Rick Schmitz and Detlef Shrimp. But I remember Detlef Shrimp more so from like the Seattle. Yeah, man. So I just wanted to touch on that though. All right, so my man Jim of the North said don't get him started on Dallas, right? Man, this Dallas series though, man, Dallas and Minnesota, man. What's going on with Minnesota? It seems like they hit like a little bump in the road, Jack.
I don't think nothing going on with them.
It's just a back and forth.
It's a back and forth, and right now you got two players on Dallas.
Yeah.
Them closing moments.
Yeah.
They can knock down and so they can close the games out.
If you look at the piggyback on that, I'm gonna go to the other side. If you look at Andy Edwards' last 3 games, Game 7 against Denver, and these last 2 games, he ain't been playing well.
No.
Yeah.
You think it's fatigue?
That's what I think.
You think it's fatigue?
That's what I think it is.
Yeah.
Even though he's a young cat, I think that Denver series took a lot out of him.
Yeah.
Playing at altitude. Meg Lake was over there.
Oh,
playing
okay. I didn't get the altitude.
Yeah. And then, coming back and starting right up with Dallas. Had the Dallas been rested. You know what I mean? And they coming off a 7-game series. I think it's fatigue.
And then you got a whole nother monster. Because and you was tripping talking about calling out Kyrie. Don't do that. But that's a whole nother monster. Because we was talking about him covering Jamal Murray at times. Just want to get downhill, get to a spot where Kyrie out there dancing on changing positions. And you using so much energy.
Right.
It takes a lot of energy just to try to stay in front of
That's
him.
just what I'm about to say.
Right.
Just to stay in front of. Yeah, just stay in front of.
And I just think that like when Anthony Edwards called, he said, "I got Kyrie." I just don't think you do that.
Oh man,
I like that.
I loved it.
I like it.
Yes.
No.
It's
I
like
when you all right, when you in your huddle and you be like, all right, let me get Kyrie. I want Kyrie. That's cool.
That's one.
But when you put an ad in the paper and you talk about you want to see Kyrie, so you asking for all that smoke, man. You don't put no ad in the paper talking about you. Game, I got Kyrie. No, you don't do that.
He young, and this is his time to showcase. You know what I mean? He playing to his strength,
and he playing well. You know what I'm saying? Up until lately, he was playing well. You know what I mean? So he had every right to feel
right.
Kyrie did that to Kobe. We was talking about that earlier.
Right.
Kyrie did that to Kobe.
Yeah.
Kyrie liked it. He laughed, but he liked it. That's why we love him.
Yeah, I mean it's a definite. It's a learning experience.
Right.
It's a learning experience.
And then you can take him out to the woodshed and give him a spanking, but still give him respect and like, you know what I mean? And show him this what you work on, things like that. It don't have to be personal.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I'm glad Kyrie ain't that type, but Kyrie ain't taking it personal.
Well, he stepped up to that challenge though.
Yeah.
Right. Trying to come for Kyrie for KD, because KD is out here. And that thing ain't work.
Well, I know Kyrie was like, you need to stay out of this, young boy. Stay out of this.
It's still a long series, though. It ain't
I don't think him saying it was gonna make Kyrie go at him any less. Kyrie is y'all don't see that anyway.
Y'all don't see that as bulletin board type material.
Kyrie don't need it.
No.
That's not what he's saying. But I don't think it's that bulletin board type material. No,
y'all see that. All right. Well, let me get to Jim up north real quick. Jim says Dallas looked like the higher seed, but they aren't. Dang, I wish the T-Wolves would wake up. Yeah, man. I don't know if he might be. I don't know if Anthony Edwards might have hit that wall because you could. When you get tired, you start shooting like more jumpers. You know what I mean?
Right.
But that's not why they lost both games.
Yeah.
So as much as you know, Anthony, they had balanced scoring and everything.
Yeah.
The game's been evenly
Even
matched.
They came back from
You
deficit.
know, it's just been down the stretch. Jason Kidd has been doing a slightly better job. And what's Minnesota's coach?
I don't know, but J.K. deserves a lot of credit.
He deserves a lot of credit down the stretch. You know what I'm saying now? Because the game the other night got lost the last final second.
But all right, to your point, before you go, Tongue, let me just say this. Balance is not like the balance is not a key to success. Like on any team that Mike played for and any team that Kobe played for, Kobe always tell you he don't care about balance. You know what I mean? Because Kobe is going to be you're going to get a big dose of Kobe when they was playing them, or when you playing against Mike, you're going to get a big dose. Ain't no balance. Wasn't no balance. They needed a big dose. They needed a larger dose of Anthony Edwards. So if everybody got 17 points, that's not good. You need Anthony Edwards to have like 28, 30 something points in order for them to. Now you can have different dudes, like 5 dudes in double figures, but balance is not.
Saying. And they had 4 guys in double figures. I say that the biggest margin of victory over Denver, Anthony Edwards didn't score a lot. They had balance throughout. And Mike Conley didn't even play that game. Rudy Gobert didn't even. It's an excellent sign. You talking about 1, 2 examples, Kobe and Mike, and not even Kobe, because that Laker team, they was deep and they had balance. I'm saying you talking about.
I'm talking about Kobe after that.
Okay, but you talking about 2 anomalies, right? Detroit, as much as we want to say Zeke was the man, they had balance. Everybody could score the ball. They had so many players in double figures. The Lakers teams with Magic, huh?
He still was the man.
I'm saying he was the man, but I said wasn't scoring 50 for them to win. They had balance.
What I'm saying is balance. You don't necessarily you can have balance and win, but you don't need balance to win.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? You don't like balance is conducive to winning.
You give me balance, I'm gonna win more consistent than you relying on one man.
I don't think so.
It depends on who that one man is, but that's a good point. Right. That's a good point, though. You know what I'm saying?
Anomalies.
No, the anomaly is like when Tayshaun Prince and who was the guy? What was that? Rip Hamilton. They was the anomaly because that team had balance all the way through, and they wasn't expected to beat the Lakers when they
Boston.
Right.
Boston with the Bird balance.
Bird was the man.
I'm not saying you don't have a star player. What I'm saying is you had balance on that team. 5 players in double figures, this kind of thing.
No, you think so what you're speaking to, Mike, is that Karl Anthony Towns need to have a bigger role. He need to
No, I'm thinking that
he's saying you need Ant going off for 40 to win. And not playing well.
Right. That's what I'm saying. But it's the same thing I think with like the Celtics. Like, all right, I think that Anthony Edwards will have to some games your superstar gotta go off. Sometimes you can get away with having a balanced scoring attack, but then when you see when everybody not rocking like that, then your superstar gotta go off. And that's what you had with Larry Bird. Like if Kevin McHale wasn't doing this thing, or if Danny Ainge wasn't doing this thing, then Larry Bird, those superstar players give you what you need when you need it.
Boston Celtics, Bird can go for 40.
Right.
But when they was in the playoffs, run them championship run, they had balance. 5 players in double figures.
So Mike, you blaming it on Andy Evans not having
sometimes you need your superstar player to step up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You saying Ant hasn't done it? That's what you're saying.
In the last 3 games, like you said, he had been playing like, you know what I mean? Like he really
I'm gonna say these first 2 games, what was the margin of victory? One game was 1 point.
That was the last game.
And then the other game was like 3 or something, or 4, something like that. That's why I'm giving Jason Kidd a lot of credit. Because that final shot, all right, after Luka hit that shot, the ball was in Ant-Man's hand, and he was going in attack mode. They sent to Adam to get rid of the ball.
See, and that's I was going to say that Luka had the ball when he had Gobert on it.
That
Do
was
you
bad
blitz
coaching.
him? Right.
That was bad
You
coaching.
blitz him, you know what I'm
You're
saying?
supposed to.
Right. Make him get the ball up. You know what I'm saying? That's
You
all
don't
I was
leave him
saying.
with-
That's what we was getting
Like,
to
that was
earlier.
close.
Yeah, you blitz him and make him get a ball up, man.
Right. You don't leave him out there like that.
And that's what J. Kidd did.
He got the ball out of Anthony Edwards.
Right.
Crucial moment. Then the guy took the long three. He almost made it. He missed it. Right. If they get blown out or if it's a bigger margin and then Anthony, now I'll say that. But I've seen them win games in this postseason.
But you don't wait till you getting blown out though, because you expect.
No, I would to your point.
Right.
I would give you that point.
Oh, okay.
But to me, he's playing.
Do y'all think
Playing solid?
Do y'all think he's dealing with an injury?
Oh, an injury? I don't think so. He don't look like he
No,
hurt.
I just think he's
Well,
tired.
he did get hurt. He did though. He did do something in one of them series, but he kept playing through it.
Yeah.
I can't remember, but yeah,
He
but
just
I don't think
fatigued.
he's just fatigued.
It's just
Yeah.
fatigue.
And
Let
that
me.
was a different month. You got
Right.
to and plus Kyrie been there. You talking about a champion?
Yeah.
Kyrie is a champion.
That's why I said you don't
You know what
call
I mean?
out.
Right.
Why you call out Kyrie, man?
I mean, because he didn't win that KD, so yeah, he feel he at the top of the mountain. So
Yeah.
but he got to perform at the top.
And Anthony Edwards' defense, the reporter asked him.
Mm-hmm.
He asked.
Ain't
him.
no defense
He
for
said,
that.
"Yeah, I got Kyrie." Yeah.
I wouldn't have said it, but I ain't got a problem with him saying it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a problem with
Hey,
that.
hey,
I wouldn't say it. Kyrie, my favorite player. I'm glad he's
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
my favorite player. I want to see him do
All right. Welcome back to the podcast time, man. Tom said, let me see. The era of basketball was better in the 70s, the 80s, and the 90s. Real basketball, including a fireman, JJ Redick. Well, who was the fireman JJ Redick was talking about?
He was always saying they was plumbers back then.
Oh, okay.
He always
get it.
did real
I get it.
disrespectful, man. He was real disrespectful with that, man. He was saying that stuff.
And Jim up north said Dallas has been finishing.
Yeah,
that's true,
that's
man.
it.
And so look,
That's
with Dallas, man, I like what I'm seeing out of Kyrie, right? Because Kyrie, like if he need to get off to a fast start, he can do that. If he need to get everybody else, you know what I mean, let everybody else get in his rhythm, then he comes. That's this dude a professional basketball player.
Yes.
When he does that with Luka a lot.
Right.
He let Luka kind of get rolling.
That's
You
maturity.
know what I'm saying? He kind of let Luka get
so-
his groove first. You know what I'm saying?
This is a level of maturity that I never seen in Kyrie. You know what I mean? Because when you realize that you see what Luka is bringing to the table, like, all right, Luka getting off to a slow start, let me pick it up. Everybody don't have. First of all, everybody only had that type of ability that they could turn that faucet on and off at that level. You know what I mean? This dude just standing there with his arm folded and be like, all right, it's time for me to do my thing. You know what I mean? That's mean right there. That's mean for real.
You don't need no rhythm. Get yourself in your own rhythm.
That's mean.
Yes, sir. Little things he doing too. With the know-how. At the end of the game, right? So after Luka hit that three, you look at Kyrie. First thing he doing, he's holding them ones up. He like, they still got time. He telling his team, they still got time. He constructing them like it ain't over. He put the ones up. They still got time on the clock. Let's settle in. That's that professionalism. That's that been there before. That's this stuff like that make a huge difference too.
Yeah, man.
And say what you want. Now I ain't sitting up here saying Kyrie, no Gary Payton. You know what I'm saying? No Clyde Frazier. He been playing defense, man. He been playing defense. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I go back to J. Kidd with that. J. Kidd got them guys, you know what I mean, playing with effort on defense. Ain't nobody saying Kyrie shut nobody down.
No, but he playing good
right.
all day.
That's right.
Yes, he is. And Jason Kidd, the point guard too, right?
Right. Yeah.
Didn't he win a title?
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah.
No, that's a good marriage, right?
So look, Tom said something, Clayton, like kind of to your point when he said Kyrie was the same young Edwards.
Yes.
Kobe.
At Kobe.
I still need to read this. I still need to read this statement, but you're right. Yeah, because Kyrie did used to call Kobe out, and he used to try to go at Kobe, and Kobe gave him that work, and he learned. So I mean, so and like both of y'all said,
them two became real tight.
Real tight.
They became real tight. Yeah.
This Kyrie where passing the torch to Anthony, spanking that ass.
Right.
What you got?
So I remember watching I was watching something on TV one time when Kobe and Kyrie was playing. It was like at a gym, and Kobe and Kyrie wanted to play Kobe one-on-one, but Kobe was like, "You're not ready for this."
I saw that.
And Kyrie was steady talking stuff. You know what I mean? So he made
Kobe
him
said,
wait.
"Man, you won't even score."
Right.
Yeah, Kobe, he's like, "Man, I'm gonna score." He's like, "Man, you won't even score."
Yeah,
He's like,
Kobe did him because Mike did Kobe the same way.
Right.
Like Kobe wanted that attention from Mike. Mike was like, I'm not even going. You're not ready for this.
Right.
And so it is like a
changing of the guard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then when they showed Kobe matched up on him in the game when Kyrie was at Cleveland. There's a young Kyrie, and Kobe picks him up. You know what I mean? And Kyrie got all that. We all know he got all that. But Kobe long, man, and Kobe, his wingspan and all that. And then Kyrie made a move. Kobe on it. He blocked. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He blocked it. Yeah. Right. So it ain't that easy. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely not. So my man Tom said Minnesota has no chance if the game is close. 100% facts. Edwards, Edwards never been in this situation mentally. He's not. He's not there yet. Too young to know he's physically tired.
I'm gonna say this to Tom. I like to see Anthony get a shot off. Like I said, they got that ball out of his hand. I'm not so sure if he ain't ready for the moment. They did a good job getting that ball out of his hand.
Yeah.
I didn't see.
I want him taking that.
I didn't see the play, right?
Yeah.
When they blitzed him, right?
Yeah.
Would you, if you him, or watching it, because I didn't see it,
right?
Would you have tried to beat that double team?
There wasn't enough time.
Wasn't enough time.
Okay. So look,
fumble the ball.
But that's the same way you watch Michael Jordan development. You know what I mean? Like Mike, early in his career, he was able to beat some of them double teams, and some of them double teams he wasn't able to beat. So Phil Jackson got him to trust in his teammates. He occupied him to, you know what I mean, and then let Steve Kerr or John Paxson hit that open shot. So that's a higher win percentage with these two, marksmen shooting open shots than you shooting over two dudes. You know what I mean? So
I think it was like 1 point something on the clock. I'm sorry.
No, you good. But if you ask Mike or Kobe or anybody, Bird or anybody, I take that shot over them two defenders rather than pass it. I would rather take the shot. You know what I'm saying? Over them two defenders than pass it.
Anthony Edwards, he got a great team. He don't want to alienate his team, but
and he made the right play.
Yeah, he made the right play. He'll tell you quick. I want the shot. I'm gonna live with the results.
Yeah. So look, Jim up north says Doncic and Kyrie give me nightmares. Anthony is great, but not ready to overcome that duo. And see, but who Anthony got? And see, we talk about the dude called Anthony Towns, like he's not consistent enough for me, man. Listen, and I'm agreeing with Jim up north, man.
Listen, all I know is if I'm Minnesota, I don't like the way their coach is playing them in this series. You're not playing Denver.
Right. How he's playing? Because I ain't saying it. I don't be saying the games.
To me, I would go completely big.
I would too.
I would play big. You got that.
In Minnesota, you'll go big.
I would go big. Yes. So this means Conley may not be getting the same minute.
Yeah. I mean, Conley to me is just like a he the weak link in this.
Well,
I think he's important.
He's important.
I think he's important.
But in this series, you got to go big. I want Anthony Edwards with the ball, and I want to put Zy Reed in the game. I want Zy in the game. I want Rubé in the game, and I want Cat in the game all at once.
Who's gonna be your ball handler?
Anthony Edwards. The night Conley couldn't play, Edwards handling the ball. He even said, "Well, what was the difference?" Well, Conley back, so I didn't have to run the offense, and I could do more. But I want Anthony with the ball. I want big, and I'm gonna kill him in the paint.
We talked about this one time too. When you're the primary ball handler, it's tougher if you're the scorer.
Yes.
If you're the primary scorer, which Ant is.
Yes.
And being the primary ball. So that means you got to get.
It's going to take something off his offense.
You're right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But you can't afford for his offense.
Yes, you can if you go big. If they go big, it ain't shit Dallas can do with them three down there.
Well, one of them is a non-factor in there. That's Gobert. Gobert is a non-factor.
What about the rebound?
See, that's defensive.
Right.
Yeah. Defensively, he could. You know what I mean?
Dalvin Knight go back in 16.
Yeah. What's the name? When he's a defensive, of course, he's defensive player of the year. I ain't agree with that, but he defensive. So yeah, he rim protector, definitely. But that other guy, what's the other guy you said?
Kyrie.
He's a rim protector as well.
He scored.
Yeah, but no, I ain't saying that. Yeah, man. But he a rim protector as well.
He hit a lot of threes too.
And they're getting outplayed in the paint because Dallas bigs, they shotgun the shit out of it. Dallas bigs are playing extremely well. They're very active and athletic. I would go big though, and I would just in the paint.
So all right. So to your point, right? I'm gonna read what Tom said. Tom said, but if Minnesota wins 2 games in Dallas, Minnesota is winning the series. But the moment in their favor, Cat got to stop shooting all those threes. And see, that's what I don't like. All right, so if you go big and you got Cat in there with those dudes, Cat gonna feel like I can go out there and shoot them threes. You know what I mean?
Like I ain't gotta be in there.
But the playoffs is different from the regular season, though.
They in the final. They in the Western.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's different. So you don't. I don't like.
They didn't get there by going big, though, did they?
Yeah, but different. Listen, when they played Dallas during the year, Dallas didn't have this guy they got now. They made a midseason trade. Yeah. So now this is a different Dallas lineup. You have to adjust. I'm not playing them the same way I played them. Yeah. Every series is something different. This is one thing I loved about Phil Jackson, right? When they went against Magic and them, Mike was on that first. Then he said, like, hold up. He put Scotty ass on him.
That was the best. That was the
you
best
gotta
switch.
switch.
That was the best switch ever.
Right. You know, especially Anthony Edwards can handle the ball. Yeah, I might not have as much offensively, but I'm going to try to take advantage. I got to find my mismatch. You know,
I agree with you. Just try at least once in the first half.
All right. So before I read this comment that Tom made, I still think the weak link for Minnesota is Mike Conley. That's why I like big guards, because Mike Conley, his shot is not as consistent enough to make him a threat. Then on top of that, he's so small and he older. So if he just so happened to give you a move, you can recover and affect this shot. So even when he get to the rim, he not really, you know what I mean?
But I think Ant plays better off Mike Conley.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I think
you right.
Better.
All right, so that's what I said.
Because you know he gonna get it because he's still a point guard.
Yeah.
So he gonna get the ball in his spot.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. That's how.
I think he do. But how much do that help the team though? If he play off, if he play, that's why I say you need. I like big guards. Right. You know what I mean? So big guards, those little guards, you can help off of Conley and still recover and send a double team and
they're not going to beat Dallas going through Anthony Edwards, trying to get him 40 and 50. You're not going to beat Dallas.
I agree with you on that. That's unless only way they could do that though is if you have somebody that's a bigger threat than Mike Conley at that position. If you got to have
if Carl Anthony Towns, because he going back to the game 7 against Denver, he played well that game.
Yes, he did.
You know what I'm saying? If you get that version of him consistently, I think Minnesota be.
Don't know what
you know what I'm saying? Right.
But you got to find that matchup. That's why I say go big. Because if you go big, you might get a smaller guy on Cat where he might can take advantage of him. I'm sorry.
Well, I agree with that. He don't always take advantage of his mismatches, though.
He doesn't.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
See, it's about playing chess, man. This dude out there playing checkers and tic-tac-toe and shit.
Like the coach. That's why
coaching too. Coach. Yeah, that's coaching too.
Mike, if I start trying to get this guy to be an apple when he's orange, that's a recipe for disaster.
Yeah, it is, especially this like in the playoffs.
Right. So I gotta. Yeah, go. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, you're right. I agree with you. If you try to get him to change his games now in the playoffs, or this deep into the playoffs,
I gotta find the matchups for him. I gotta play, figure out his strengths.
So
maybe that's why that coach is reluctant to, make a change, like you said, and go big.
Yeah,
because he's like, well, I got this far, doing it this way, so I don't want to really, upset the apple cart, so to speak. But any game adjustments, you ain't gotta do it like nothing drastic.
Not all day.
Right, something drastic, right.
And you gotta find ways to make them see what you. Sometimes you got to find ways to make them see what you want them to see without telling them.
And then Dallas is beating them in a half court. They playing half court basketball. It's not like Dallas pushing down.
Right.
That's why you can go big.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. Right. So Tom said he disagreed. Cat is more experienced than the Dallas bigs. Yeah,
but he getting outplayed.
Yeah. Cat is
yeah,
and playoff. And see, I made this point too, Tom.
To being effective just because you got more experience.
It does.
That don't always mean you be more effective.
Yeah,
because I mean, athletic,
right?
They
and they active
work. They
yeah. Especially like I said, when they playing chess.
And he want to be a 3-point shooter, you know. And like Mike always say, man, it's like you let the defense off the hook.
Yeah.
Unless you Klay Thompson and Steph Curry, you know what I mean. Go ahead, shoot it. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. Yeah. You're making it easy for me.
But if you got Zaire Reed in the game and Rudy in the game and he doing that, you more likely to get that offensive rebound.
That's what I was
offensive rebound, second chance.
Second chance.
But and your offense is a part of your defense too. So if you shooting a whole bunch of 3-pointers and you playing Cat, you playing him, you're not really working hard. You know what I mean? So you got energy to go down the other end, and you know depending on who that player is, you running off picks, you getting rebounds.
Well, who's that player?
I don't know who that player is. I mean,
and they long rebounds too. So
you
know what I mean? They long rebounds coming off from 3-pointers. You know what I mean? So Dallas can get it and get on the move.
I would
you
give
know
it a try.
It
wouldn't hurt.
I'm about to say you down 0-2. You down 0-2.
Right.
I would try.
Tom said playoffs is basically about possessions.
Yes,
it is about possessions. And that's like young teams don't really realize that. You know what I mean? Like it's about taking care of that ball, playing defense, and cherishing every possession. So yeah, that's a good
Minnesota
point.
young.
Minnesota. I mean, Anthony Edwards, he their leader.
Yeah, see, but that's why I always think they're young.
They're not young, though.
Go, right. That's a young team. I hope because of Anthony.
Well, as far as playoff experience too, they're young though. Because
they got bumped out of the playoffs last year.
Yeah, but I mean, I think they're a young team as far as their experience. Look how long it takes most other ball players before they get this far, this deep into winning seasons. You know what I mean? You have to lose sometimes, a lot of times for a few years before you get, you know what I mean? You hit the ground running. So let me see. All right, Cat has to get the big men in Dallas into foul trouble, and see that we keep going back to Cat trying to get people in foul. Cat let people off the hook,
and he's not. He's so uncomfortable trying to play that way.
Yeah,
trying to play back to the basket. You know what I mean? He's not comfortable here. He'd rather face up.
And Jim agreed. Jim from up north agreed with. He agreed with Tom. He said Tom. Tom nailed it. Cat needs to be the difference. I agree because Anthony Edwards just need another superstar to help him out. But you're going against Kyrie and Luka.
So how do you free Cat up so he can help out and be the difference?
Cat
gotta change that lineup up.
No,
you mean how you mean though? How you mean?
Because now, like I said, I mean, if you go big, Cat is a stretch five. He's a stretch five. Mm-hmm. So you bring him, you know what I mean, and he can do what he do. And now you're not sacrificing the boards and in the paint because you got two other bigs down there. You know what I'm saying? So I just think you got to do something so Cat can.
So when you say go big, you saying that benefit Minnesota more so offensively?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I think though, because of Cat,
absolutely.
Because Cat is so talented though, man. He like every time, like when you say Clayton, take what the defense give you.
Yeah.
He's the one player on the court that have a mismatch every time down. You know what I mean? Like if you put somebody big on him, he can go around him. And if you put somebody small on him, he could post him up. But he sometimes he get into that mode where he want to play one style against everybody. You know what I mean? Instead of just, like when he see somebody small, he won't post them up.
And you talking about a 1-point game, 3. It ain't much. I mean, I understand. I like Tom's point where if it's ever close, they probably won't win because of the experience thing. But you talking about a 1 or 2 point game.
You couldn't make that 3-pointer, man.
But maybe that's why Minnesota coach, I don't know his name either. Maybe that's why he feel like he don't have to make drastic changes because we're right there. So if Ant play a little better, we win. So maybe that's why he think we ain't gotta make wholesale changes. You feel what I'm saying? Because we right there. So I don't know.
I think he ain't playing bad. I think Denver playing good D and they slowing him down. But I think he's doing. I think he's playing good.
But I think like the last 3 games, he's shooting like 30-some% from the floor.
Yeah, his shooting percentage went down. I think he can shoot like 6 for.
24.
Yeah, something like that. You're right. His shooting percentage was.
Yeah, 2 for 8
that first
3,
game.
1 for 7 or 3, something like that.
Yeah.
But like you said, like Mike said, his legs.
Yeah, his legs.
Yeah, man, his legs. Yeah.
So yeah, man. I just think that. All right, so we've been on. What about Boston, man?
There ain't no series over.
Ain't no series. Yeah, I forgot all about Boston at the end. Tyrese Halliburton, he hurt. You know what I mean? He didn't play the last game.
Ain't no series.
One thing I'm about Boston though, man, I think is that dude Jaylen Brown show up. He shows up. You know what I mean? I dig Jaylen Brown. Only disappointment I have with Boston is Tatum, man. He kind of up and down. I think Tatum shoot too many jumpers.
He does.
Yeah, that's his. Yeah.
He'll have you beat and then step back. Yeah, you beat, step back, shoot a fadeaway. Yeah, man.
Wow.
I know, man.
What it is.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Brown or Lane. He
going back.
He going all the way down.
Yeah.
That's right.
Give me some contact.
Tatum be on that pretty boy thing.
Right. Right. You're exactly right.
Porzingis getting ready to come back, right? Right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So they're gonna be
long.
Yeah.
Too.
And what's going on overlooked is Drew Holiday.
I was about to just mention that. Drew Holiday. Yeah, man.
That was a big acquisition though for them to get Holiday.
Yeah. And take away from Milwaukee at the same time.
Yeah. So they hurt Milwaukee and they helped their cause. Yeah. But Jim and Tom, man, y'all enjoy y'all Memorial Day, man. We appreciate y'all. But yeah, man, I just think that with Boston, man, I think Boston probably can win it all, especially if Porzingis come back.
I know.
Like how you match up with Porzingis?
I'm about to say they so long, man.
What are you like 7? He's 7.
Like 7 feet, 7'1".
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And shoot and he athletic.
Yeah,
man. So
Boston will shoot themselves in the foot.
They will.
Boston play down to their competition.
Yeah, they will. They'll shoot themselves. Yep.
Now I'm not sure if Holiday allows that to happen though, because of his presence, his pedigree.
Right,
but you know,
I like him a lot.
Yeah. So, well, let me ask y'all this then: if you take Holiday and you put him on Minnesota, and you take Conley off and you put him where Conley is,
it's over.
Yeah, it's over.
That's different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's a whole different. That's what I'm saying. So
different conversation.
that's different conversation.
Yes.
Better ball player.
Yeah, better ball player.
He played defense, better defense.
Yeah,
well,
better defense.
Well, you just said better. That's you
better.
across the board.
Right.
That's what I said. To me, Conley is the weak link. One of the weak links. You know what I mean? Right. I don't think that Cat is a weak link. I just think that he plays.
You know why I don't look at Conley as being a weak link? Because I don't think his role is that big. Yeah. See, I don't think Mike Conley's role is that big on the team to make a significant, that swing the pendulum one way or the other. You know what I'm saying?
Let me give you this example. Let me give you this example. Remember when the Charlotte Hornets, they had Muggsy Bogues. Mm-hmm. And they was trying to advance in the playoffs. They had Larry Johnson, they had Dale Curry and and Gill and all them. That's like playing 4-on-5 though. You know, because like although Muggsy was you know what I mean? You know, he was a server, he was a very good guard, except for like his scoring. He was so short that you could play off of him and recover.
You know, that's why they put Mike on.
Right, exactly. So Mike,
he was just like, double Lonzo or double Larry Johnson, and leave him out there.
So it's the same thing with Conley. And another example, they tried to do the same thing when San Antonio Spurs had, what was the little guard, Avery Johnson?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Avery Johnson said he had to work on his shot.
Right. He could
go further out so he could keep that floor spread. Mm-hmm. And then you had to respect, and that they won championships because Avery worked on his jump shot. Mm-hmm. Because he knew once Avery got to the lane, then you could just collapse and double team whoever was down there. You know what I mean? But the Spurs, You know what I mean? So he corrected that. But I think, you know, that's a big deal right there. That, you know what I mean? You could double team off of somebody like Conley, or somebody like Muggsy back in the day.
I don't think Conley played major minutes though.
No,
I think no, even though he starts, I don't think he, you know what I mean, clocking major minutes. Whereas though he's making a big enough difference where you say that's the weak link. I don't think he gets
it would help if he would score more.
Yeah.
It would help.
But like you say, he's long in his career.
Yeah.
You ain't getting but so much out of him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I just think they paying homage to him.
But he's an important piece, though.
He is.
He's a very important piece. Don't get me wrong. I just think different matchups, different calls for different things.
Yeah. So all right. So let what y'all think about this comment from Tom though? He said, Urban, don't let the media fool you. Curry shoot a lot of 3-pointers. The media hating on 24, 25, 25 or 26-year-old. Media hates Boston. Hates Tatum more than Luka in Dallas for the West. So the thing about, all right, so the difference between Tatum and Curry, right, as far as like shooting those threes, in my opinion, I think that that's Curry game. That's, you know what I mean? Right. That's his game, shooting the threes. But Tatum, he got so much more in his bag. I think that he's not maximizing his
that's my whole point.
Yeah, he's not maximizing his
he can
get
potential. So much, so many better.
Right.
And he can get any shot he wants.
Right.
It seems like he settles It seems like he settles.
He don't want the physicality of the game.
But that 3-ball, he settles with the 3-ball.
He don't want that bump.
Right.
No.
Right. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
So, and sometimes, with doing that shooting, don't he make the game harder than what it need to be?
Yeah, I think so.
You know what I mean?
Himself,
like, he can get by you. He got moves. I seen, you know what I mean? I seen he got a mid-range. He got everything. He got the mid-range. He got the jumper. Like the jumper, I mean, that 3-pointer really should be just basically when he want to put a team out there in misery.
Yeah, here and there. You know what I mean? Shoot it here and there. You ain't got it.
You know,
you shooting 10, 11, 12 a game. I think that's too many.
Yeah. For somebody with that kind of talent, shooting all those 3-pointers, that's the difference between him and he got so much more in his bag than what I think Steph Curry do.
And Steph, like you say, Steph ain't no big guy.
No, he's not.
You know what I mean? Steph ain't no big guy. And Steph got to work way harder for his shots. You know what I'm saying? Than Tatum does. You know what I mean? Yeah, he got to work way harder.
Tatum can give you 30 without even sweating. You know what I mean? That's just crazy.
Everything he's drifting to the side or fading back. Like you just said, he beats you with a move, and then he steps back and lets you recover something. You know what I'm saying?
He's playing with you.
You're right.
And the thing about that is, like Tatum is so nice that he on a team with the dude Jaylen Brown, and Jaylen Brown ball out, and everybody still recognize the talent that Tatum have. You know what I mean? Everybody like Tatum is the man. And, you know, Brown was like, but I ball out every game. Tatum the man. You know what I mean? That's just how much talent that dude had.
Just think if Tatum had Jaylen Brown attitude.
And his ethic, So all right. So before we get out of here, Jim up north want to know who's winning the championship, the Eastern or the Western Conference?
Western Conference.
Woo!
I'm going West.
You going West? What you say, Clay?
Yeah. Rodney, shout out to my man Rock again.
Yeah.
Rodney make a good point.
All right.
He talk about Boston's payroll.
Yeah. Their payroll?
Yes. Sometimes when you spend that much money on a team, you get a return on that.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't surprise me if Boston wound up winning the ring.
Yeah.
Because of all the money they funneled into the team. But I like both these teams. Like, I'll say this. If Minnesota make it, Boston ain't got a shot.
For real?
No.
I think the way Minnesota's struggling with Luka and them, I think they struggle with Boston.
I don't. But you talking about a whole different breed of player.
Well, let me elaborate.
We just
from
talking
the West.
about
I'm going with Mavericks from the West.
They probably get there. Yeah. I'm just saying if it'd be a better series, Dallas, Boston, in terms of the competitive nature. Because you talking about Tatum, he stay on the free line, you ain't, you know what I'm saying? Luka and them put pressure on your defense that Boston may not put. Minnesota, keep him on the #1 ranked defense in the league.
Yes.
And the way Boston plays down and they don't maximize all that they have, I don't think they'll put as much pressure on Minnesota's defense like Dallas doing.
Even if the big boy come back for Boston, Porzingis.
Yeah, but he's not. He's like Cat in a sense. He stretches the floor. He's athletic, shoot long. He's long and everything, but that ain't putting a lot of pressure on Minnesota deep. Like, not like what Dallas doing. You know, so if Dallas go, it'd be a better series.
You think so?
Even though Dallas got
Kyrie and Luka,
it'd be a better series against Boston. Yep.
Boston,
it'd be more competitive.
I like Kyrie and Luka better against them.
What I'm saying, it'd be a more competitive series if Boston and Dallas met. Minnesota get there.
You think Minnesota take it from Boston?
Yep.
So, all right,
that defense, man, is too good.
Yeah.
The defense is too. As much as we like Jaylen Brown and Tatum got all his potential, they ain't putting that pressure on like Kyrie and Luka gonna do.
Yeah.
Not at all. They're the most dynamic duo in the league.
They tough. What
You
you
feel
think,
me?
so, Tom? Who you think?
Man, I'm just sitting there listening. You know, man, make cases. Clayton makes some good points. I don't think if Minnesota went there to wipe the floor with Boston or anything like that. But that's the series I would most want to see.
You want to see Minnesota and Boston?
Yeah, because I want to see the youngins. I would want to see them match up. I would want to see them match up and go at each other. And I like to see that. Just being a basketball fan, I would like saying that. Matchups, man, I can't call it because, like I say, I miss a lot of games because I work my work schedule, so I don't see a lot of games and stuff. So I haven't been able to see a lot of the games, you know, each team and how they play, things like that. But either way, man, I'm gonna be a fan. I'm gonna tune in as much as I can. Yeah, man.
And they ain't got nobody put that pressure on Anthony Edwards like that either. Like we talked about covering Kyrie and all the energy it takes. They don't dance like that. Like you'll see Ant-Man in his bag against Boston. Real talk.
You think so?
I know so. Yes.
What's the name had to play him?
Who? Brown?
Yeah, Jaylen had to play him.
Yeah.
So Tom think the Eastern Conference gonna take it too. I guess
I can see Boston winning.
Yeah. Man, I would like to see though. I want to see Kyrie.
I want to see
I
Kyrie.
want Kyrie get there, man.
I want Kyrie.
Boy.
That is. I'm trying not to put too much focus and cheer for that too much because whenever I do, that's what I want to see more than anything. I want to see Kyrie go to Boston and get the ring.
They don't really have nothing for Kyrie.
No.
Nothing. Yeah.
What's the name?
Boston went over Minnesota.
Well, he will.
Dallas, Drew Holiday, and Derek White makes a difference. Oh yeah, we haven't even talked about Derek White. I like Derek White.
White's quality.
I like Derek White. We haven't even talked about him.
The forehead.
Yeah. He fought shaving that head, man. Because the headline was like
way back.
Yeah. I was like, yo, he like had a ponytail bush or something. He had
the Stephen A out there.
Right. Stephen A.
And he's nice kid.
Yeah, man.
Boy, that's tough when you nice kid with it. Yeah, I don't know though. I don't know. Drew Holiday would be, he would, he gonna cause a problem. He would cause a problem for Minnesota. I forgot about that.
Yeah, what's the name too? Well, Dallas too, because you know,
both of them.
Right. You know what I mean? Because he's so solid, man. And he gonna take the tough, and you know, he'll play Luka, he'll play Kyrie. You know, he'll take them assignments and stuff. I'm a real big fan of Drew Holiday, man.
Yeah.
I'm a real
difference though.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm a real big fan of his, man. So,
So,
but like you say, whoever end up, you know, everybody being fans of the game, we gonna tune in and critique and come back here and talk about.
Jim up north said he laughing because like we haven't even really mentioned the Pacers, man.
No need.
No
need.
I'll give them some credit. They played a great game without that guy today.
Tyrese Halliburton.
Their game was closer. But again, they say Boston play down. So, but
Yeah.
It's a wrap.
They outgunned. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, man. We Jim, we appreciate you. Time, we appreciate you. We appreciate everybody, man, who tuned in, man, and participated in this conversation. Yeah, man. Everybody just enjoy their holiday. What's this, Memorial Day, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, everybody. I want everybody to enjoy their Memorial Day, man. Stay safe, stay healthy. And like I said, I appreciate you. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. I want y'all to also to go to Amazon, check out my man Clayton, his book, Trauma, My Love Letter to the World. Check it out. It's a good read. Anything you want to add, Clayton?
Yes, sir.
You good? You good?
Appreciate you.
Yeah, man. I appreciate my guys, man. Corey, Clayton, and Tump, man. It's always a great conversation, man. I be monopolizing their weekends, man.
I'll be looking forward to it.
It's a great Sunday morning for me.
I be trying to monopolize these guys' weekend though. But Jim, man, we appreciate you, man. Like and subscribe, like Jim said, man. But keep sleeping on that Boston team, not an individual. Big Al. I don't even talk about Al Horford.
I know. Al Horford, yes.
Where he coming from, man? He was down at the end of the bench.
Yep.
Like, come on.
Yep.
That's that veteran experience, though.
Threes in the corner.
Hey, Jim, hey, Jim, man, I don't know why you keep bringing up these players, man. I'm trying to get out of here. We trying to get out of here, Jim. I'm sorry, Tom keep bringing up stuff, man, and I'm trying to get out of here. But Al Horford, though, man. Al Horford, like, what, he's 37 years old?
Yeah, LeBron.
Yeah, I think he's 37.
He hit a big shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
He was there last year.
Yep. But yeah, man. So with that being said, man, everybody make sure to like and subscribe. Like I said, go to Amazon, check out my man Clayton book, Trauma, and we will check y'all out. Y'all know we go live every Saturday and Sunday, so we'll check y'all out next Saturday. Peace. We out of here, Jack.